Hey guys, it's Dr. Brett here, family chiropractic in Chatswood. And look, so it's some notes to read here and stuff. So look, in my 24 years of practice, I've never seen the fear and overwhelm in both my clients, but also in the community and the actions of our community that I have in years. And look, it's unbelievable. Even after practicing, a couple of hours after the Twin Towers went down in New York, when we were pretty much walking around in this surreal environment as to, oh my God, what's going to happen? This is a different kettle of fish. There's so much uncertainty, there's so much fear, there's so much worry. In the same breath, there's so many stories. You know what? We are being continually bombarded with information. And some of it's true, some of it's hearsay, some of it's rumour, some of it's innuendo. We're basically walking around like we don't know what's going on at all. But in terms of what's happening, there is one important bit of information that I really want to talk to you about. And I feel it's some information that's really being missed out on overall. And I'm going to get to that at the end. Before I get to that, so to lead you into that bit of information, is I want to share with you some research. And this has given me a great opportunity to go back, to read, to study, to look at what we can do as healthcare providers to help you guys enhance your health and your well-being. And this is about empowering you. This is about getting you guys healthy and resilient to make the community a better place than what it is now. So the information I'm going to share with you is something that came out of a hugely esteemed medical journal called the New England Journal of Medicine. And this is some research that came out way back in 1991. And you know what? That's a long time ago. Some people out there in this land weren't even born back then, but you'll get as to why I've dug this research up in a sec. And the research is entitled Psychological Stress and the Susceptibility to the Common Cold. And here's the research all through here. I've gone and printed it all off for you. If you guys want the link to this, just let me know. I can get it all for you. Just comment below. And so what it found was this. It found there's a relationship between how stressed people were and the likelihood of them getting the cold or the flu. Let me read that to you again. It looks at the relationship between how stressed people are, so their level of stress, and the likelihood of an outcome of getting the cold or flu. But in order for them to do this and to do any research, there has to be some processes set up in place. So the first thing the 370 volunteers had to have done was they had to have their stress levels monitored and maintained over a period of time. And this was to measure what level of stress they were at. Also, as those 370 volunteers undertook the testing, they had one of 5 viruses flush up their nose. That's pretty much getting a syringe and directly injecting it up into their nasal cavity. It's not sitting next to someone, it's not coughing on someone. It's a direct injection into the system. But here is the real interesting part. This is the crux. One of those actual viruses that was actually flushed up into the nose was a coronavirus. Now, it's not the version that's going around now, but it was a version of the coronavirus. And there were 3 things that came out of this. The first thing that came out of it was not everyone who got the coronavirus got sick. 60% of those people got sick from the coronavirus. Not a bad stat when it's directly, injected into the system. Therefore, you can still get the coronavirus shoved up your nose and not get sick at all. Fact 1. Fact number 2, there was a direct relationship between how stressed you were and the intensity of the symptoms and how long they lasted. Let me repeat that. A direct relationship between level of stress and intensity of symptoms. The lower the stress, likelihood of it happening lower. Higher the stress, sicker you got, longer it lasted. That's a nice correlation. The third thing that came out of that was with the three types of stresses that we are exposed to, being physical, chemical, and emotional or psychological stress, it was the psychological stress that far outweighed, or the other stressors. So the more emotionally stressed that you are, the sicker you got. So in terms of that one thing, and that we are constantly being bombarded with what's happening in society, on the news, on social media, we're always being told that we have no control over our health. We need an ointment, a pill, an injection of this or of that. We're never told that our body is strong enough to survive. We are in control of our health. We are in control of our health and well-being. And we've been posting things that you can do day in, day out regarding that. You guys are actually in the driver's seat of your health and well-being. And the news out of China with the results of some of the testing was, it was those who were more stressed and worse off in lifestyle stress and psychological stress that got sicker. Funny that. Look at that old research from 1991 that dictates that. So you are in the driver's seat. And there are strategies that you guys can put in place. And what we're going to be doing over the next few weeks is basically trying to get stuff to you to put in place to lower that emotional stress, to lower that psychological stress, the physical stress, to lower the lifestyle stresses, so you can be healthy and you can overcome anything nature puts upon you. So guys, that's it for me for the time being. In loving service, you know what? We're a community. We live together. Let's thrive together. Look forward to helping you guys through the crisis. Take care, and we'll see you guys and talk to you soon with loads more information for you. See ya.